Repeated multiplication, powers, and standard form. There are three ways to write the answer to this cube. Repeated multiplication, which is 2 times 2 times 2, as a power, which is 2 to the power of 3, and in standard form, and that would be 8. Example number 1. Write as a power and in standard form when given the repeated multiplication. With my chart, I have repeated multiplication, power, and standard form. A. The repeated multiplication is 5 times 5 times 5 times 5. As a power, this would be 5 to the power of 4. And in standard form, this would be 625. B. As repeated multiplication, this would be 3 times 3 times 3. As a power, this is 3 to the power of 3. And in standard form, this is 27. C. For repeated multiplication, we have 6. As a power, this would be 6 to the power of 1. And in standard form, this would be 6. And D, as repeated multiplication, we have negative 4 times negative 4 times negative 4. As a power, this would be in brackets, negative 4 to the power of 3. And in standard form, this would be negative 64. Example number 2, write as repeated multiplication and in standard form when given the numbers as a power. So again, we have a chart with repeated multiplication, power, and standard form. A. If the power is 9 to the power of 2, as repeated multiplication, this would be 9 times 9. And in standard form, this would be 81. B. As a power, we have 2 to the power of 4. As repeated multiplication, this would be 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. And in standard form, this would be 16. C. As a power, we have in brackets negative 6 to the power of 3. As repeated multiplication, this would be negative 6 times negative 6 times negative 6. And in standard form, this would be negative 216. And for D, as a power, we have 8 to the power of 1. As repeated multiplication, this would be 8. And in standard form, this would also be 8.